What happens when humans take from the ground without care in the world? Mining has one of the worst impacts on the environment. The minerals within are essential for modern-day living, but it comes at a cost. Historical mining in many parts of the developed nations has left a lasting impact on the environment. Many people may not be aware of the potential impacts of mining on the environment and public health. As a result, we may not take the appropriate actions to address these issues.
Do you guys teach about acid mine drainage and stuff like that in schools, or is that a new thing that was brought up through this project?
That was new.
They just don't teach you this in school. Well, fear no longer. A crack unit of students from the Colorado School of Mines is here to help. April, Cassidy, Dawn, and Kieran have been studying this issue for at least 1 month. We gave the students at the high school, the Collegiate College of Colorado, the knowledge and power to combat this issue in only 2 short class periods to address potential hazards such as the effects of historical mining in Colorado. But first, what is geophysics?
Good God.
None of the students knew what it was either, until we showed the 4 methods we amateur scientists use to understand this issue.
Geophysics has 2 main parts, geo and physics. So geo meaning earth and rocks, and physics being the study of systems and how they interact. So we're exploring the interior of the earth using non-invasive sensing methods, which my teammates will talk to you about now.
Welcome to electrical resistivity. We're going to look at different material resistivities. When we take an electrical resistivity survey, it's basically just telling us what the approximate apparent resistivity is. So we can equate that to the resistivity of the material underground.
All right, let's talk about seismic. Seismic is basically like sending sound waves into the ground and listening for what comes back.
What is GPR? GPR is ground penetrating radar. So like seismic, it uses waves, but instead of using waves like Kieran explained where it's like talking to someone, these uses light waves. So all of these different methods that you just learned about can be used to study many different things around the Earth and other planets, including hazards like earthquakes and landslides. And then in our specific case study that we'll talk about in class on Monday, which will be about mining in Colorado.
Did the students know what geophysics was before we came? After producing a pre-lab video, we met up with the students at the high school and began our project for real. We gave the teacher all of our materials, worksheet, pre-class video, presentation. Our lesson plan helped bridge the gap between high school physics and geophysics. Hopefully we motivated these students and expanded their knowledge and interests in humanitarian geoscience. We move on to the Discovery Lab. But what did the students, our main stakeholders, think of this whole thing?
Hi, I'm Alana Cohen. I am a physics and chemistry and also astronomy teacher here at Collegiate Academy.
How did you see what we taught fit into the curriculum that you're teaching?
Well, I thought it fit in perfectly because you guys covered the electrical resistivity tester, which was directly related to the direct current stuff that we did.
Do you guys teach about acid mine drainage and stuff like that in schools, or is that a new thing that was brought up through this project?
That was new. I mean, it's possibly taught in environmental science. I think it's important though, and I mean, I think that what's taught in school should probably be made as relevant as possible, and this seemed like really relevant.
What applications of geophysics do you think your students would be the most interested to hear more about?
I think they really enjoyed looking at the data for the electrical resistivity.
The colors?
Yes,
the
I think so.
section? Yeah.
I think so.
If you were to change what we taught about, how would you change it?
It definitely did not suck. I mean, I guess I wish I had taught waves before you guys came. And then I think it also might have been good if we could have done some more specific data analysis and done more of like a lab write-up.
We've worked with Mrs. Cohen to improve upon the lesson materials, including making a more hands-on lab and finding better ways to fit our lessons into the general physics curriculum that they teach. Mrs. Cohen expressed interest in working with Mines humanitarian students in the future to keep her class involved and interested in humanitarian geoscience, work, and projects.
I'm hoping that like we can all keep in touch so I can integrate some of this stuff like into future topics that I teach.
These are the criteria we used in class to critique the effectiveness of a humanitarian project. These are completion of the deliverables, timeliness, stakeholder communication, community involvement, sustainability, responsibility, economics, and ethics, giving an overall weighting of 5.77 out of 7.
Thank you for being here. I thought you guys all did a wonderful job, and it's been a pleasure getting to know you. It almost makes me want to go teach college.
Stop playing that.
Hey, guys, cut it out.